Job chapter 15. Then Eliphaz the Temanite replied, would a wise person answer with empty notions or fill the belly with the hot east wind? Would they argue with useless words? Would speeches have no value? But you even undermine piety and hinder devotion to God. Your sin prompts your mouth, your adopt the tongue of the crafty. Your own mouth condemns you, not mine. Your own lips testify against you. Are you the first man ever born? Were you brought forth before the hills? Do you listen on God's counsel? You have a monopoly on wisdom. What do you know that we do not know? What insights do you have that we do not have? The gray hair and the age are on your side, men even older than your father. Are God's consolation not enough for you? Words spoken gently to you. Why has your heart carried you away? And why do your eyes flash? So that you vent rage against God and pour out such words from your mouth. What are mortals that they could be pure? Of born of woman, they could be righteous. If God placed no trust in his holy ones, if even the heavens are not pure in his eyes, how much less mortals who are vile and corrupt? You drink up evil like water. Listen to me, and I will explain to you. Let me tell you what I have seen. What the wise has declared, hiding nothing, received from the ancestors, to whom alone the land was given, wherein no foreigners move among them. All the days wicked man suffers torment. The ruthless man through all these years store out for him terrifying sound with his ears. When all seem well, marauders attack him. He despairs of escaping the realm of the darkness. He is marked for the sword. He wanders about for food like a vulture. He knows the day the darkness is at hand. Distress and anguish fill him with terror. Troubles overwhelm him like a king poised to attack. Because he shakes his fist at God and bound himself against the Almighty, defiantly charging against him with a thick, strong shield. Though his face was covered with fat and his waist bulges with flesh, he will inhabit rude towns and the house where no one lives, house crumbling to rubble. He will no longer be rich, and his wealth will not endure, not will his possessions spread over the land. He will not escape the darkness, a flame will wither the shoots, and the breath of God's mouth will carry him away. Let him not deceive himself by trusting what is worthless, for he will get nothing in return. Before his time he will wither, and his branches will not flourish. He will be like a vine stripped of the unripe grapes, like an olive tree shredding its blossoms. For the company of the godless will be barren, and fire will consume the tents of those who love bribes. They conceive trouble and give birth to evil. They won't fashion deceit. Mark chapter 5. They went across the lake to the region of the Generasenes. When Jesus got out of the boat, a man with an impure spirit came from the tombs to meet him. This man lived in the tombs, and no one could bind him anymore, not even with a chain, for he had often been chained hand for and foot, but he tore chain and broke the irons on his feet. No one was strong enough to subdue him. Night and day among the tombs and in the hills he would cry out and cut himself with stones. When he saw Jesus from a distance, he ran and fell on his knees in front of him. He shouted at the top of the voice, "What do you want with me, Jesus, Son of the Most High God? In God's name, don't torture me." For Jesus had said to him, "Come out of his man, for you impure spirit. Then Jesus asked him, "What is your name?" "My name is Legion," he replied, "for we are many." And he begged Jesus again and again and again not to send them out of the area. A large herd was feeding on the nearby hillside. The demons begged Jesus, "Send us among the, allow us to go into them." He gave them permission, and the impure spirit came out and went into um the herd. About 2,000 in number rushed out in the steep bank into the lake and were drowned. Those tending the ran off and report this in the town and the countryside. And the people went out see and what happened. When they came to Jesus, they saw the man who had possessed by the legion of demons sitting here dressed in and his right mind, and they were afraid. Those who have seen it told the people they what happened in the demon possessed man, and told about the people as well. Then the people began to plead the Jesus to leave their region. As Jesus was getting into the boat, the man who has been demon possessed to beg to go with him. Jesus did not let him, but said, "Go home to your own people and tell them how much the Lord has done for you. And now he had mercy on you." So the man went away and began to tell in Decapolis how much have done for him, and all the people were amazed. When Jesus had again crossed over by boat to the other side of the lake, another crowd gathered around him while he was by the lake. Then one of the synagogue leaders, Jairus, came, and when he saw Jesus, he fell at his feet. He pleaded earnestly with him, "My little daughter is crying. Please come and put your hands on her so that she heal and live." So Jesus went with him. A large crowd and followed pressed around him. And the woman here that was there who had been subject to bleeding for 12 years, she had suffered a great deal under the care of many doctors, had when all she had. Yet instead of getting better and she grew worse, when she heard about Jesus, she came out behind him in the crowd and touched his coat. Because she thought, if I just touch his coat, I will be healed. Immediately her bleeding stopped and she was freed from her suffering. At once Jesus realized that power had gone out from him. He turned around in the crowd and asked, "Who touched my clothes?" "You see the people crowding around against you." His disciples answered, "And yet who?" and asked, "Who touched me?" But Jesus kept looking around to see who had done it. Then the woman, knowing what had happened to her, came and fell at his feet and, trembling with her, told him the whole truth. He said to her, "Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace," while he freed your suffering. While Jesus was still speaking, some people came of the house of Jairus, the synagogue leader. "Your daughter is dead," they said. "Why the bother teacher anymore?" Overhearing what they said, Jesus told him, "Don't be afraid, just believe." He did not anyone follow him except Peter, James, and John, the brother of James. When they came home to the home of the synagogue leader, Jesus saw a commotion when people crying and wailing loudly, and he was said to them, "Why all this commotion and wailing? The child is not dead and but asleep." But they laughed at him. After he put them all out, he took the child's father and the mother and the disciples who were with him, and went in there the child was. He took her by the hand and said to her, "Talita kum," which means, "Little girl, I said to you, get up." Immediately the girl stood up and began to walk around. She was 12 years old. As this they were completely astonished. He gave strict others not let anyone know about this, and told them to give her something to eat.